guys, this is Dex again. This is a tutorial on the class Ranger. So, if we have our Ranger, for example this one at full Dragonlord armor, it's gonna look like this. It's just exactly a Ranger, what a Ranger is like. So by now I've zoomed in on the equipment. The hood is adding 60 damage and the stats doesn't matter at all, so just the damage adds, which you can see here, which are quite important. Then we have this, it's the Haste Kyber, which adds strength and pierce damage, because strength and pierce damage is an awesome power, and combined with like haste, it's kinda awesome. So then we have the bow, just because it's adding the bow ability, it is a high piercing damage, and haste it doesn't matter the speed, so it's kinda good. Combined, this makes us to a very strong Ranger. The rest of the equip is looking at this. We have a Stargame necklace of the storm color, adding 120 cold damage and 200 strength. The rest doesn't matter at all. We have the Godly Stormfist bringing 50 damage, 45 damage at the Imperator one. We have like 120 strength, and the skills, I'll come to this later. On this is also awesome, which adds 80 damage and 100 strength, which is a good combo. Then we have another Godly ring here, and of course we've got a Skane Stormleaf ring. Yeah, so this is the basic of the Ranger. So we have, for these skills, we have Bowlers, we have Rapid Shot, we have Sharpened Weapons, Steady Aim, Double Shot, Light Heal. These are our main skills. So I'm gonna focus on those. These two adding a lot of damage plus to my stats. I'm going to show you this in a few seconds. So first, what's important on these skills? As you can see, these skills are very much of ranged combat. Stat is here Dexterity, also ranged combat. We have also Dexterity. Here we have also just energy cost, which is on every skill. Oops, this one is also Dexterity, which tells us a lot. This is also ranged combat because we're a Ranger. And this also using a skill class, the movement, attack, evasion. I'll maybe come to that later, but that isn't the point at all. So we have these two skills which add a lot of damage. Okay, I got interrupted right here, so I had to do something very fast. Back to the Ranger. These are our main skills, which are all dexterity based. If you see that your skills are dexterity based, you should use a wise build. I'm coming to the build right now. As you can see, this is the build. I have like 5 basic strength, and it is adding up to 605 strength of my items. I have 2.9k damage, which is quite awesome. Decent amount of HP, it's almost 4k. Energy is quite enough. And we have the dexterity, which is here. You can see this. So I have 10 focus, also basic, and just some vitality to survive. And for Ranger it isn't important to have high damage, high whatever, like high auto skills, because we don't really need them. We have auto skills like this one. This one is also, it is an auto skill, but I mean auto skills as in you cast them and they deal damage, which is actually not important in a Dex build. This isn't using any Dex, so this is kinda awesome, this skill, Double Shot. It's kinda OP, because it can't be missed. But we don't need these other things on our Ranger. So I'll go right into the cast and show you something. Here we are now with my build again, and this is without any buffs. It's almost 2.6k damage. Now when we cast the buffs, it's going to be the exact same one as before. It's going to be like 2912. Now let's for example hit a training dummy with an auto. It's 2k. This one is 1.8, 1.8, 1.9. It's a quite high hits. Back on our Ranger we have the armor first off, which is important to you should wear the full set for the fingered shield and the HP and energy adds, also the divine damage. Okay, so now we are here with a crookback pine sticker, and I'm gonna demonstrate the bowler skill on this guy. Let's just make him run a bit. There you can see he's moving slow, very slow. That's because of the bowlers. Let's just finish this guy off and try and tangle on this one, which will make him attack slower. Which you can see, he needs like very long to attack. Usually it's a little bit faster. We can also demonstrate bowlers on this one, so you see he's walking slower than usually. If the bowlers are off, you will see he's going to run faster. Meanwhile, we can bully his friends. Now the bowlers are about to expire, and they are expired. You can see he's running like very fast. We will snipe him away, so let's check the other thing. I'm at its steel guards now, so I'll just fire some auto hits on these and show you what rapid shot is doing, if you didn't know already. So you normally attack like this. You have to wait like a few seconds with haste, but then we have this one, which suddenly looks like this. You see it's just like fast, very fast. And the damage is quite high. We can demonstrate it on a mob as well. So once our rapid shot is off, we will attack slower, which is kind of bad, to be honest. That's why I use a haste ring as well. I mean, it's kind of not a ring, that is my rogue, so yeah. Now we see the normal speed, which is quite longer than with the haste. Alright. That's the basics of this, which I can also show you what happens if we change a ring and how much it does affect the build. So for now we have 2.91 damage. So I'll go equip a Garnarak ring. Garnak, I mean. I'm gonna equip this one. Now it is a lot of damage more, which is over 60 damage more, which is kind of awesome. And as we're just 100 strength. So if we would put more strength in the Ranger, we could easily achieve a very high damage, but that isn't the point, because my Ranger doesn't use any skills which you cast on any enemies like fast. We are kind of a Dex Ranger, which is kind of best build to level with, because mobs rarely hit you and you can use these skills, so you can easily use the Soul Elixirs without being affected by anything. Which means you use bowlers to avoid hits by running off the enemy, and you just have your Dex free to avoid hits as well, which is kind of awesome. And good skills for Ranger. Light heal, as you don't want to use pots, or you might have a cooldown, so use light heal. That's just the basic. That was the first part of our Ranger tutorial. Next one is following very soon. Hope you enjoyed. As always, see you in the next video.